Hello everybody, Bruce Elgord here with part 3 in the series of processing HTML forms with PHP. In part 2, I showed you how to use the request, the $_request superglobal to get the values of the fields, right, using their keys, which are the name attribute values on the sample form we were using. Now, I stopped short and I wanted to make part 3 focus on something that's really important, right? And that is, let's try to echo out the request variable, the key for gender. And if you remember, gender on our forum here, gender is a radio button, right? So let's see what happens in our code here on line 29, where I'm trying to echo out the value of gender coming from the $_request superglobal, right? The gender key. So let's save it. Let's go back here to our form, and let's not do any. Actually, let's type in Bruce, right? We'll type in Bruce, and we'll do 123 Main Street. We'll select the state, and we will leave gender unchecked, right? We're not going to select any of the radio buttons, and we're going to click on the Submit button, and notice that we get an error, a notice that says, notice that we get undefined index gender at line 29. So what's happening is the script is running and it gets to line 29 and it says, hey, whoa, I don't have something by the name of gender in my $_request array. Okay, so you need to use another PHP function that's called isSet. Okay, so check this out. So let's use our friend the if, okay, the if statement here, and we're going to say if, and we're going to take this line right here. We're going to take that line right there and cut it, and then remove the semicolon. We're going to take the condition right here, and we're going to put in that, and we're going to wrap this in a function called isSet. Okay, isSet. And what that's going to do is determine whether the value is set and is not null. Okay, whether this variable, right, is available to us. Is it actually set? Okay, so if it is set, right, then we want to set, following the pattern, we'll say here that $gender equals that value. We'll get it, okay, and it is gender. If it's not set, we're going to put an else and our curly braces, and we're going to set here, just like we did above, we're going to say, hey, the gender here is null because it's not there. Okay. What I did want to put too is echo out a paragraph and the text. Please select a gender. Okay. Pretty simple, right? And then down here, where we display all the values, right, we're going to add another AND operator. We're going to say if name and street and $gender, if they're all set to something. Let's just echo out another line here to say echo. Okay, paragraph, and a closing, well, a semicolon there. And we'll say the gender you selected was $gender. Okay, everyone cool with that? So let's go back, and let's go back to our form. Let's refresh it and click on name. We'll type in Elmer Fudd. Does Fudd have 2 D's or 1? I'm not sure. And they live on 123 Main, right? They live on 123 Main Street. We will select Oregon, and let's leave it blank for the gender. Let's not select one of the options and click Submit. And now it says, please select a gender. Do you see that? Please select a gender. So it's not allowing us, right, to to, well, it wants us to fill in all these forms before our script does something with it, right? So let's go back and let's click on mail this time, and let's click on submit. And now we can see that all the fields that we were checking for have been entered. Elmer Fudd, 123 Main Street, and the gender you selected was male. Okay, the gender you selected was male. So again, we need to, in the case of radio buttons, and we'll cover checkboxes in another video, right? We need to see if the value, right? If there is a value for gender, right, in the $_request superglobal, okay, that array of keys, okay. So I'll leave this here. Let me just clean up the code a little bit so you can see it. Okay, so we just added in this video here, check for gender radio button. Okay, so we use the isSet function. isSet. If it was set, we grab the value, okay, that the user selected. If not, we just set it to null, okay, which is a special value in PHP. It means it is a value. The value is null, and then we echo it out in the case where they didn't select something. Please select a gender. And then at the bottom here, if and only if all these three variables were set to something, then we echo out all of the information that was entered by the user on the form. Okay, that's part 3. If you have any questions, let me know.